Hi everyone, it's Nat from Studio Hacks, which was formerly Sonic Arts. I've done a little bit of a rebrand and I'll do a video on that and tell you about that pretty soon. But first of all, I just wanted to show you, I had a viewer ask if I could do a screen capture of the 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. I made a little remake of it on GarageBand on the iPhone. So I'll just play it quickly for you. So the viewer just wanted to see it a bit more clearly, to see what I've done to make this. So I'll quickly make it again. I'm just going to delete these and I'll show you how I made it. GarageBand on the iPhone is a really simple, quick and easy little DAW. So if I just click on this track, so all I did was to get this track was, if I go back to the main screen there, I just went down the bottom here and hit plus, and I chose this beat sequencer here on the drums, and I chose the preset for it called Trapdoor, I think. So just very quickly, what I've got here is I just typed in this beat in the beat sequencer, and you see how it's got 4 different kind of sequences there. That's because what I chose here was a length of 64 steps, and the step lengths as 32 notes. A lot of trap music, if you look under song settings, I've got it at 140 beats per minute. So even though it's kind of like a half time feel, that's so when we get these little hi-hats here, so they're actually, we're at it in a half time feel at 140 beats per minute, so you can get those finer details on those hi-hats, and often the trap music has those hi-hats close together. So all I did was, once I've made this beat, I've just recorded I think two or four bars of it. 1, 2. I just recorded 2 bars of it, I think. So then just stop, and then when I go back to the other view here, you'll see that I just need to lengthen that. So in this one here, I've got quite a long section. This is, I was actually practicing it in the A section, and I've made a B section to make it from scratch, and I selected 32 bars. So then all I do with this is, this one here is click loop, and then this next sound is just a keyboard preset, and I forget what it's called. Faded keys. Just quickly, back on the drums, what I did do under track controls on the top right hand corner is for the drums here, I added a little bit more compression, touch more bass, and I pulled up some reverb. Often electronic music with quite electronic sounds has a lot of reverb on it. So next is this faded keys, and I just grabbed that faded keys preset, and then when you click on this little thing up here, these track controls, you can kind of muck around by dragging this around and getting different sounds. And you can also add more reverb, the filter, vibrato, harmonics, all these change the tone of the sound. And also I think I added some extra release to that so that the note kind of tails off a bit more into the distance. So I used this little octave thing here to change the octave, so I just recorded a little bit of that, and it gives you a quick count in. So let's do that again. If I can get this right. So that's that little line there. It's just sort of like a I don't know, it's sort of just a little rhythmic and melodic device that goes throughout the song. So if I loop that, it's not perfectly in time, but I'm getting a bit of lag for some reason. I'm just really showing you how I did it. And then this is also the Faded Keys preset, and I've mucked around with it a bit more in here. And then so we'll see if we can play in that line. That's the main kind of melodic hook in the song, apart from the vocals. I'm really getting some lag here for some reason. I think it's because I'm screen recording. So that's basically it, and then I just made that into a loop there like that and looped it. And then we've got the bass here, which is, if I double click on it, the dark heavy bass. And I think I used this to find, you know, a bit more of a trappy sounding bass. So I was just trying to copy the sounds, and I think I also added some release to that. Make sure it's got 0 attack so it comes straight in. And I may have mucked around with the filter, can't quite remember. For almost all of these, even the bass, I think I've just dialed up a bit of reverb. Not on the bass, but definitely these two. You see here, that's got a ton of reverb. That one's got some reverb. That one's got heaps of reverb, so just gives it that air, that ambience. And then the bass line, if I can remember it, I was using this yeah. Okay, so I am getting lag. This is a bit difficult, but let's see if we can play this. I think the bass line goes like this. So I'll just practice it. Something like that. Anyway, let's give that a go. Give it a go. I'll use that octave again. Okay. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like. It's a little bit out of time, but who cares? We're just trying to... And then I'll just use that. It's not perfect, but... and then there's this sound here, which is Mutant keys. So then I was just kind of playing that line, which is the lead vocal line there. And if we wanted to, we could probably add a bit of a pad sound. So if we just go over and find keyboard sound, we'll go to the Alchemy synth, which I really like. See if we can find a sound here, like a pad. See if something that's luscious maybe. That's got a fifth added in it, so that's not going to be very good. Space waves. It's a little bit sharp. Let's see what the chords are here. So that's not a very good sound, but let's see if we can add in. So that's C sharp minor. Oops, go back to the start. And then, so if we just loop those there, that one can probably come down in volume, so I can either hit the track controls or just swipe from the left to get these volume controls here, and I'll loop that and loop that, and let's just have a listen. It probably needs to be quantized a bit, but for the sake of this tutorial, I just got to show, I got to show you kind of how I made it, so for those who are interested. So there you go. That's how I did a nice simple little remake of 7 Rings by Ariana Grande, and hit me up in the comments if you want me to make any other songs that are currently popular or even old ones, and I'll do a remake for you and show you how I did it. Alright, thanks guys. Make sure you do a like and a subscribe for us here, and we'll see you next time.